Hi everyone, Dr. Sonia Jensen here, and I just want to take a few minutes to talk to you about fasting and why women need to fast and utilize this ancient healing practice and have it in your toolkit to optimize health. So one of my reasons is hormone optimization, of course, so that you have better sleep, better mood, better memory. The other reason is autophagy, so we're killing off all the bad cells. And then the other reason is gut health, because all of those in combination are going to affect how you're living your daily life. So when you think about a daily life of a woman, whether you're a mom or a career woman or you're both, or you're going to school, there's different stages that we're all at, or we're transitioning into perimenopause, menopause. There is so much going on in our lives that we tend to sit in a state of survival. So when we're surviving, the body can't necessarily help us thrive. And the only way to do that is to consciously know what tools we can use to help the body. So whether it's detox or fasting, nutrients, making sure we're eating good food, those are all great tools, but the one I'm going to talk about today is specifically fasting. So fasting for us and for men is going to create more hormone optimization, more sensitivity in our receptor sites. So one of the hormones that gets depleted quite often for women is progesterone. And this hormone helps us thrive. It creates more stability in our mood because it's anti-anxiety, it's antidepressive. It also helps us sleep. So you may notice if you're still menstruating, all of a sudden you're coming up to your cycle or ovulation and all of a sudden you can't sleep, you're having insomnia, your mood is changing, you're more irritable, not feeling like yourself anymore. That's usually because your progesterone is starting to take a dive when it should actually be going up. Now there's different reasons for that. One of the biggest reasons is stress. So when we're stressed, we release cortisol, and cortisol comes from progesterone. So there is a perfect example. If your body is in a state of survival, it's always thinking you're in danger, it's not going to help you thrive and increase your progesterone. So one way of utilizing fasting in that state is when we're fasting, we're creating conscious stress in the body. And then in the relaxation, in the refeeding, we're creating an environment where our body gets to relax and really take in that information. So by fasting and detoxifying those cells, we're actually creating more hormone optimization, so there's more communication, because really that's what hormones do, they help us communicate. Now to my second point with autophagy. So autophagy, essentially what it means is the good cells get this opportunity to eat up the bad cells in the body. Our cells are constantly turning over. Our skin cells are turning over every 4 to 6 weeks, depending on our health. And if we give it the right fuel, if we give it the right tools, it will turn over even quicker. So I just turned 40 and I've had this interesting experience of, people calling me the day that I turned 40 and saying things like, now the aches and pains are gonna start. I just went and got a facial the other day and the woman was great and she was looking at my skin. She goes, you have really good skin right now, but now that you're 40, here are the things that you should be putting on your face. Eye serum, moisturizer, this. I had a huge long laundry list, and I just thought that was really interesting to observe how our belief system has told us that the moment you turn a certain age, it's all downhill. I mean, the milestone of 40, if you go to a party store and you're gonna get some decorations for your 40th birthday, everything's about over the hill. And we know better now. We know that the cells need our help. They need nutrients, they need fasting so that they can turn over better, create more optimization, and detoxify so that we don't have to feel those aches and pains and get caught up in this aging. We can gracefully age instead. And now the third reason, the gut health. So we know now gut health is everything. It is our connection to our mind, that gut-brain axis. It is how we absorb our nutrients. It's where we absorb our nutrients. And it really does determine our overall health and inflammation status. So by fasting, we actually get a clean slate when you're doing a longer fast. It actually re-inoculates our microbiome when we're doing the refeeding properly. So there's a method to fasting, and there's a lot of hype around it. But what I'm going to encourage you to do is to learn what kind of fast is right for you. And maybe in the beginning that's starting with intermittent fasting and then moving into a 24-hour fast and maybe doing a water fast with a group of people and guided with a physician that knows what they're doing so that they can help you. And for women, it might be a certain time of the month. So to summarize then, why women need to fast? 3 reasons. 1 is to make sure your hormones are getting optimized and used up efficiently. 2 is for graceful aging, and 3 is for microbiome, so for your gut health. If you have any questions or concerns or comments, please put them below. These videos are for you, and Dr. Nick and I will be doing a lot more videos on fasting and ketosis and other brain health, longevity, and anything that you would like to hear about. We are big on mindset as well, so we're going to bring in all those elements into our videos. So please put your questions and comments below, and we'll see you next time.